Good morning, dear friends. I hope you are all doing well. This week marks the first week into February and Imbolc. This beautiful Celtic and pagan celebration symbolizes the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It celebrates the cold coming to an end and the very first and smallest signs of spring ahead. This past week, I have really been enjoying taking my morning cup of coffee out on my balcony and just taking a few moments to settle my breath and body for the day ahead. It is finally not freezing anymore, and so I can enjoy the fresh morning air, something I really love to do every morning as soon as the winter ends. It is so invigorating. And somehow even some of my plants and vegetables have miraculously survived the winter and are now thriving once again. It really made my day today when I spontaneously noticed a little broccoli head and tomato still growing, a beautiful promise of the spring ahead. With the winter seemingly coming to an end here and spring on the horizon, it really made me think on the year ahead and how I wish to flourish this year. It made me reflective on the goals I had set myself in the past and what I had considered as success. And that perhaps there were certain ideas of success that did not feel true to me and that I really wanted to detach from. And perhaps you might feel the same way. The ideas of what success typically should look like can influence us as early as from childhood. TV, the media, and even movies very often highlight clear ideas of what success should mean. Being successful is often portrayed as having a good paying job, a nice home, as well as being a likable and sociable person with friends, and being content knowing that you have all those things. However, I do not think that such materialistic ideals can truly always define a successful or happy life. I think that as humans, there is a lot more that shapes our hearts, minds, and souls, and allowing us to feel truly happy and free. As a young ballerina, I internalized many of these ideas for a very long time. I was desperate to get ahead, to work so hard for the roles I wanted to dance, and to have those moments in the spotlight. And I admired and aspired to be one of those very sociable people with many friends, which, in the process of seeking this, left me feeling more internally drained and unfulfilled, not understanding back then that I was in fact a very introverted person. I prioritized my work, set myself very strict lifestyle habits and schedules, and did not see time off or time for my hobbies as something valuable. I think that by simply aiming to achieve a vision of external success, I would never have discovered all the truly wonderful ways in which I could enrich my day-to-day existence, sense of well-being, and gratefulness. And this to me makes all the difference. And so this year, I want to listen more to myself, do more of what I love, and to create a version of what a successful life truly means to me. And that is a feeling unique to my own self, something from deep inside me. Hello there everyone, I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're having a lovely week. Well, it suddenly got quite a lot warmer here in London recently. I'm not sure what happened. I think we had like a blast of really cold air, really cold freezing temperatures for the last couple of weeks, and then suddenly now it's so much warmer and that frost has just diminished slowly, and it feels like maybe, just maybe, spring might be on the way very slowly, which is really exciting. And it's been so nice to just kind of walk through the park and see these tiny little heads of crocuses just about to come out. So it's a really exciting time. There's this feeling of kind of newness and kind of change, and yeah, really like a warmth to the air right now, which is really, really nice. So yeah, it's been lovely to walk in nature and just not be freezing cold. So that's been really nice. And so with this new feeling of change in the air and spring just around the corner, it really got me thinking on how I started this new year and how I want it to go. I know that in a previous video I had talked about some goals that I wanted to set for myself for this year and things I wanted to work on and improve with myself, and those things will still remain, but it just really got me thinking on the whole idea of goals in general and some of the factors and ideas that can sometimes influence us into setting certain goals, and just considering kind of where those ideas might come from and whether they are truly, you know, authentic and honest to you, and whether they are what you really want and what is truly important to you. And it got me thinking, and it's just interesting how I would set certain goals for myself in the past and how those ideas and kind of my whole outlook on life has really changed in the last few years. For example, I remember when I achieved my first ever dancing job as a professional ballerina after finishing ballet school many years ago. And I remember it being such a big deal, and that I had achieved a big goal, one of my biggest goals in life. And it was true, it was a big deal for me, and I had achieved a massive goal, being accepted into a ballet company and starting my career, and it was a very big deal. And I remember suddenly there was all these other goals that I wanted to achieve. I wanted to do really well and rise up in the ranks and get promotions and to be able to dance all these new roles. And there was just so many other new goals that I wanted to suddenly achieve, that all were very important to me. And it's just interesting for me now to think, since so much time has gone by and my life has changed a lot, how my goals and my whole outlook is very different now to what it was before. And even though those goals in the past were so incredibly meaningful and important to me, how life can change, and that the idea of success can change alongside that, and that's okay. For example, that now my idea of success for me personally would mean maybe living life a lot more simpler and a lot slower. That's something I've realized over the years that I need much more of, and that I want to be able to do the job I love, but to have a lot more time to spend for myself, and to have more time to spend with the people I love, and to be able to see the people I love much more often than I used to. And that my idea of a good life can be maybe a lot more slower and can seem a lot more boring perhaps, but that is truly what success means to me now, and what is truly important and authentic to me now. But that's just my view. That's just my view on my own personal experience and my own life. And I just think it's sometimes really interesting to be able to sit down and kind of reflect on what it is that's truly important to you. And I started thinking on these things at the beginning of the year. But the more I considered kind of what I really want this new year to be like, the more I realized I really want to try and slow down a lot more. That's something I was really craving and needing in the last few years, with things being so busy. Also after the pandemic, and when things got going again, things just ramped up so much, and I really realized that now I want things to slow down so much more, and that's what I need more of now, and just accepting that. And I feel like this year is going to be quite a transformational year for me, in the way that I see my life now, and in the way that I perceive my own idea of success, and the things I want to change, to be able to make life a lot more authentic to me, and to really be able to live the way that I want to. But yes, I just thought it was interesting to really sit down and think about those kind of things. And for me, it's really almost to be able to unlearn certain ideas that perhaps were kind of influenced me in the past a lot, and I know that they influence many people as well. So yeah, I think for me it's going to be quite a transformational year of really trying to put those ideas aside and really go deep and think about what it is that I truly want out of this year, and what I want my life to feel like. But yes, so I thought it was just interesting to sit and think on that for a while, and also to hear some of your ideas on what success might mean to you, and what you see as important. So please feel free to share that down below. We always get so many interesting comments here on these videos, and I always love to hear from you guys, your own personal experiences and ideas and life for you. So yes, please do share down below, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you very soon in my next video. Take care, guys.